know what it is, what it ain't, what's up. Welcome to Wildcat TV on game.
Hey Wildcat family, today you're here with the Spurs back at again with another video.
Today you're here with Deasia,
Maury, and Ashika.
Today we're interviewing
Miss Caldwell.
Hi.
So Miss Caldwell, what inspires you to be a principal?
To be a principal, originally I became a teacher, and once I became a teacher, you know, my principal at the time said that he felt that I needed to do something else. Then I became an instructional coach. An instructional coach is what we call here a CRT, so like Miss Jill. And then from an instructional coach, I became an assistant principal. And then once I became an assistant principal, I ran across a situation to where my principal left the school. And when he left the school, I was left to run the school by myself. And so once I ran the school, I was like, I think I could do this. It never was really a dream at the beginning, but once I saw the work that I was able to do with students and with teachers, I was like, you know what, you might as well go for it. So that's how I became a principal.
Before that, what did you want to be or do?
Before that, I wanted to be a pediatrician. So I always knew I wanted to work with kids, but then when I really got to college, listen, chemistry hit me. So I didn't do too well in the chemistry class, and I was like, I gotta decide to do something else. I didn't even go to school to become a teacher. I went to school for criminal justice, and then once my senior year came, I had a baby, but I didn't stop school. I kept going, and then from there, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should teach, because in my mind, I was thinking about our schedule, you know, being off from school. I was like, I could be off from school at the same time. So that's originally how my transition. So at first, I wanted to be a pediatrician.
What does it feel like being a principal?
It's rewarding. It's rewarding because I get to see you guys. You know, y'all keep me, how y'all say it? Lit. It's a good feeling. You know, some days it does have its challenges, but when I look back on it, when we have special events like today, we had our Dad's Day, and we had over 100 plus dads come out today, you know? And so that's amazing to see a lot of men in one room like that. You know, my tears, I was holding them back. So when it's situations like that, or when I come into you all's classes and I help teachers, you know, in my heart, I'm a heart for development. So when I'm able to assist people, like that's the most rewarding for me. So that's why I like it.
What is your favorite dance move?
So now we going old school or we going new school?
Both.
All right, so old school, you know, I'm like the lean with it, rock with it. Rock with it, yeah. So then new school, you know, y'all got all this new stuff. So sometimes I may not look it, but my age like curve all the way over there 40, then my knees start hurting. So you know, I would probably say the new school dance that I kind of like. I like the little shoot. The new school dance.
What is your favorite food?
My favorite food. I'm a seafood lover, so I'm different when it comes to Thanksgiving. I don't like turkey. I don't eat all that stuffing, macaroni and cheese. That's not. No, I'm sorry. That's not. Don't like it. So I'm a seafood. I love seafood, shrimp, crab legs, anything along there. I'm a seafood girl.
What is your favorite genre of music?
My favorite genre of music, it depends on the day, because on Sundays I do listen to gospel, but during the week I like rap. I really do. I really do like rap. I think I'll take rap over R&B some days. You know, I know about Lil Baby and Da Baby and all that stuff y'all be talking about. So I think most days I probably have rap on.
In life, was there one day that you decided that you didn't want to go to college?
It was when I failed chemistry. Like seriously, like chemistry was the hardest. And so, you know, in my role as a principal, that's why I really think about how I ensure for you all going on to college or whether it's career, you know, not all the time. Everybody doesn't have to go to college. So for me, you know, I have this conversation with my daughter all the time. I just want you to be something, you know? And so what is that you like based on your interests? If you like to do hair, if you like working with kids, all of that doesn't take college all the time. So there were some challenging moments in college. There were some discouraging nights in college. You know, it's a step away from home. You're there by yourself. You're free, right? So you have to there's no one standing over you saying, do your work, you have to do this, you turn it in when you want to turn it in, you don't turn it in on time, you get it out. So you really have to have good work ethics. I didn't really have an issue with work ethics. I think it was more so at the time when I had my daughter, of course, becoming a mom, that was hard. But I didn't feel like I had the skill set for science. So that's why I failed chemistry. I studied, I just couldn't get it. So you have to really know who you are, especially when college comes. And so it was one of those, I didn't want to waste time, I didn't want to waste money. So within my first semester, I said, you know what, I got to change my major. So challenging moments, yes. Can you do it? Yes. If you put your mind to it, that's just like anything. If you put your mind to it, you definitely can do it. But you just have to figure out who you are and what you're comfortable with so you can be successful.
Who's your idol?
My idol right now is my mom. My mom, growing up, you know, gave us everything. So forever grateful for that. But then there was a time period when her and my dad divorced. And it's one of those situations where she pretty much lost everything. So to see someone go from having what you would consider like everything, you know, good job, car, things like that, to be homeless, and to still stand, and be proud of who she is, and she went through so much. So I would say for me, my idol is my mother, because I really learned about strength through her, and I really learned about perseverance and how to continue, because I saw her at her roughest moments, and for her to continue to go on as a mother of 3 kids, it was touching for me.
Are there ever times like you just like you want to stop being a principal because it gets too hard?
No, I think it's some days that I just want to take off and work. You know, it's challenging, but it's nothing that I feel that I want to stop. Because again, it's situations like this, and when I interact with you all, even being a new principal, you know, you all were very receptive of me of coming here, and so I feel like I've built great relationships here. So to stop, no, I think you're gonna have to drag me out the door for me to stop. But there is some days that it's hard, and I'm just like, whoa, I just need to step back and take a breath, you know, and being honest about it. But I definitely don't think I'll stop.
Well, thank you for the answers
Okay,
that
thank
she
you.
gave us. That will conclude the interview with Ms. Caldwell. Make sure you guys, and if you have any other questions, you can ask Miss Lovely Caldwell. Thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Period.
We are Woodmont.
Hey Wildcat family, today you're here with the Smurfs, back at it again with another video.
And today you have
Stop it.